2025 was the greatest year of my life. It's day 132 of 281 where I've been posting every single day on all social media platforms to follow my dream of content creation, my love and drive for fitness, and inspiring you guys to be better. I'm here to share my faith and help you guys build a better relationship with God. It's currently 10:07 p.m. New Year's Eve, December 31st, 2025. In this episode, I want to be more open. I want to talk to you guys a little bit more about myself and how I came to be the person I am and how 2025 changed me as a boy to a man. I want to first start off by mentioning this right off the bat. All glory goes to God. If God did not really show himself to me this year, or if I, never put time to build that relationship with God, I would not be in this position recording videos to help you guys. Like, all glory goes to God right off the bat. That's exactly what I have to say. So let's start off with some history. 2025, January 1st, 2025. Interesting time. I don't exactly remember where I was, but I can tell you one thing. I was an immature teenage boy. I played video games every single night. I never went to the gym. I never knew how to make money. I never invested. I never worked on myself. And I feel like that's 95% of the population right now. None of us have a drive to become better. And that, my friends, that is a massive outcome of why we are the way we are. However, I knew that there was more to life ever since I started going into the gym and ever since I started to put more time into building my relationship with God. There's so many things I learned this year, but if there's one massive thing I learned this year, is probably my most favorite quote I've ever made. Maybe this exists, I don't know, but God is not a formula, but God is a relationship. Please understand that. God is not a formula, but God is a relationship. I get asked all the time, Joey, how are you always so positive? How are you always so disciplined? How are you always so loving? Because that is what God is, guys. Once you start to build a relationship with God, He's going to give you everything you need to be the best version of yourself. Today, I got asked at work, some questions about God because, hey, I'm here to share my faith because at the end of the day, sharing your faith helps other people strengthen their lives. And I got asked today, like, Joey, do you go to church? Joey, do you follow all the, things that are in your religion? I just say, guys, stop overthinking it, man. God is not about a church on a Sunday, and God's not about, obeying every single commandment. What God is really, God is love. God is bringing people up when they're down. God is buying someone's groceries when they don't have enough money. That, guys, that is what God is. He's nothing else than just that. If you can master love, then you can master anything, right? If I went to church every single Sunday my entire life, but never knew how to be generous, never knew how to be confident and courageous and be myself, then what's the point of going to church? But if I can spend 5 to 10 minutes every single night and during the day giving my glory and thanking God for everything that I have and talking to Him like a human being, that, my friends, that is building a relationship. That's actually getting to know Him. Remember, so many of us go our entire lifetime not knowing who God is. It's so sad. It's so sad. So many of us live our entire lives not knowing that God is actually there for us, right? He's actually there. You could talk to Him. You could talk to God. You could talk to Him. And I'm not saying in prayers. I'm not saying at the church, stool. You can actually talk to God. You could talk to God right now. Tell Him about how your day is, man. And I am telling you, that is the best piece of advice I can give to anyone who wants to start 2026 off better, is start to build a relationship. Because once I built that relationship, I asked God for wisdom. I asked God for strength. I asked God for perseverance and confidence. And I am becoming such a great man that I'm proud to say that I am. I have done so many great things in my life. And don't take any of this as a flex. This is me being proud of what I've done, right? I've never drank any alcohol in my entire life. I've never did any drug. I never smoked. I never went to any parties. I'm focused on myself, focused on the mission that God put me, focused on my loved ones and those who I cherish. And that's what you get from believing in God. That's what you get from actually knowing Him. You turn out to be the 1% in this entire world, and it's the beautifulest gift. Man, I don't even know how to thank God. It's just such a great blessing to go to bed every single night and being proud of the man I am building. knowing that I could take care of my own mom, knowing that, I can become that millionaire, knowing that I become that bodybuilder, taking care of my family. There's nothing better than that, guys. Be the column in your family's life. When everything seems to be tumbling down, make sure you're always standing. Build that strength, build that confidence, because that is what God can do in your life. So that's one thing. Faith, man. Faith, again, all glory goes to God for there, because faith changed my life. Another massive pillar this year in 2025 was being myself. If you look around today, 99% of people are copy and paste. No one has style anymore. No one has their own personality. No one has their own formula. Everyone is literally the same. And so this year, I took on the biggest risk of my life, and I decided to be myself. I decided to dress the way I wanted to dress. I decided to act the way I am, and I'm proud of it because I'm showcasing who I am, and that shows dominance, that shows masculinity, and that shows that you're willing to put in the work when no one else wants to. Being yourself is a very important personality. I am being myself recording these YouTube videos. I am not putting on a fake mask. If you meet me in real life, this is exactly how I am. Sure, I might have a little bit of jokes in there because, hey, I want to make someone laugh, but 95% of me is what you see here. So building a real personality is super important. Number 3, and I really do respect this one, was taking the biggest risk of my life. 2025 was the year that I decided to do content creation full-time, posting every single day on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. And oh man, was it the scariest. From what people would think of me, to how I would look at myself, to looking at that video with 2 views and imagining everyone laughing at me. But I decided, and I lived by this one quote in my life, which goes down to, you only live once. I'm gonna repeat that. You only live once, guys. You only live once. If you only live once, then why not take that risk? If you only live once, then why not go ahead and see if that dream can actually become a reality? I mean, who knows, man? I'm recording these videos. Who knows if I can become a young LA athlete and be a bodybuilder? If I put in the work with consistency, patience, and discipline, hey, maybe I can see it. But take a risk, guys. Take a risk this year. If you want to start posting videos, post a fucking video, bro. Just do it and see where it takes you. Because you don't know what God has planned for you in your life. And I'm still living every single day like everybody else. But hey, I'm building that confidence. I'm building that strength. And that's the beautifulest thing ever. Another big motive for 2025 that I grew in was, I guess, discipline, man. I mean, I have a very strict bedtime. I have a very strict bedtime. I go to the gym, as much as I can during the week. I spend time with family and friends, set a time for loved ones, and I'm really just building myself and limiting myself on distractions like TikTok and video games. And I'm gonna say this right now, guys, I am not perfect. I still mess up. There are still times where I go on TikTok and, doom scroll for 30 minutes. But what's so important is that if you fall, you get right back up, right? The champion falls 1,000, 10,000, a million times, but he's only to find a champion if he keeps getting up. Because that, my friends, that is a champion. It's only the loser that falls and never gets back up. Remember that. It's a very important life lesson. And I'm just sort of like thinking about everything, through the top of my head, everything else I've learned in 2025. I'm excited, guys, for 2026. 2026 is going to be a big year for me, and I honestly have no idea. 2026 is the year I officially graduate high school. It is the year that I officially start college. It is the year that, I might be hitting my dreams. My dreams might actually be becoming reality in 2026. I might be a social media influencer. I might be bodybuilding this year. I mean, there's so many crazy goals, and I have no idea what God has planned for me this year. So this year for me is sort of like a giant present, and I'm going to open it and see what's in store. I honestly have no clue. But let me tell you one thing, guys. It's knowing that God will take care of me. No matter what I'll go through in my life, the amount of anxiety, the amount of, something that might happen, this and that. If I just know it's part of God's plan, then I'm chilling. That, my friends, is going to wrap it up, guys, for this video. I'm hoping that I'm a little bit more open, talking to you guys a little bit more about my life. And different video than usual, but it's sort of like a diary, right? Documenting every single day of senior year. There have been ups and downs, but we're still pushing through and we're still getting through this every single day. God bless my friends. God will take care of you. I wish the best for all of you. Peace out.